Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this, the first time we are doing this intro, Roulette Rivals 9, PC, Winners Bracket Round 2 between DaniButa and Redfox. I am joined by Jokerj. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing just as well as the first time we didn't do this intro. Yeah, we also have working stats now, so in for fun, I'm guessing, or Curry has done some magic for us. So
Mm.
we have some Sapienza stats, which is of course chosen by Danny. So Danny's been here 5 times, won 3, lost 2, not a bad ratio, 60% win rate. Redfox been here 4 times, won 1, lost 3, so he's just at 25%. A crazy map record from Papia Frese as well at 429. I would love to see that beaten. I probably could actually find out what the spin is, but I'm going to intentionally avoid that just in case. I can have the caster surprise. But yeah, what do you want to see from Sapienza?
It's a win on Sapienza, of course. Like it's long or short, really, isn't it? It just depends on the disguises. Of course, you have two disguises, and the mansion is typically going to be shorter, especially the kill conditions as well. Things like the folding knife, which on the table were the two bodyguards. Combat knife, which is down in the lab, but
Yeah,
of course you can bring the combat knife. And yeah, just some of the more hard disguises, not necessarily the ones like street form or waiter that just require a seeker. Things like private investigator and that, not a private investigator.
private detective.
The detective, that's it.
Yeah,
Basically the same thing. Anyways, and some things that don't just require a seeker or a magnetic device to grab.
yeah. I mean, pretty much ditto. Yeah, I mean, I like a crazy disguise. I just like outside of the mansion stuff. But here we go. Spins live. If you want to take this one, dude.
Yeah, we have Silvio Caruso Fool as the Green Plumber, and Francesco DeSantis a pistol as a store clerk.
So we've got our way with one. The store clerk disguise is technically outside of the mansion, albeit very close and easy to access. And probably what we're going to see these guys going for first. If I'm being honest, Danny getting in incredibly quickly, but he's going to replan straight away. Guessing he's forgot something. He wants a lockpick. That will make getting the store clerk that much easier. You can do it with a crowbar, but yeah. And Danny back in very quick after that preload. He's going to bring. I think he's a sniper man. Is Danny? I think he's got the Sega Viper, so he will be using that to take out the virus. Redfox perhaps going to go for the EMP. I didn't see his full loadout.
Yeah, starting Harbour, however, whether or not he thinks that's actually like close to the store club, but doesn't have immediate access to his stash. Of course, if he goes up the pipe anyway, to go into the mansion, it's not much of a detour to go get it, and depends what he smuggled it, whether he smuggled that in the kitchen itself.
Yeah, I think Danny definitely had the better start here. Obviously, he's sort of what 20 seconds quicker in-game time anyway, but I feel like starting in the ICA safe house was probably the better decision. Less doors to deal with. You can see Redfox has just had to break open another one from that side as well. You both do have the store clerk, which is to be expected. I mean, the Silvio kill here is very, very easy. You can obviously use the cliff side if you want, but you can just as easily use the observatory and actually let him just get upstairs, and you can dump him over that balcony.
Yeah, and because if you go for the cliff edge, just have to be slightly careful of Chef Marcello that could roam around there. So it's something that might catch up the players if they get him in a suitable time for Marcello to be there. But again, I think these players are experienced enough to watch out for Marcelo.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people generally. I don't know what's more popular. I personally tend to use the cliff, but I have no reason behind that other than that I'm just too impatient to drag him up the stairs. I'm too impatient for the AI to go upstairs, so I do the cliff just because I'm doing the work, so I feel like I'm actually doing something. I don't like to feel useless. But yeah, I don't know what the most popular option is for Silvio 4. By the way, chat, just let me know. I hope you can't hear my fan. I have a fan on because it is incredibly hot here in the UK today. So hopefully that isn't too loud for you guys if you can hear it at all. But Danny is going to wait the 230 out here, which I think is probably the smart decision. There's not really
Yeah.
much of an advantage from when he got up here. He's going to lose 20 seconds or something like that, but it will guarantee a safe kill.
Yeah, so as the in-game time lead though, of course we will have to see Redfox wait even longer here, French against the right position, or he would just go bold and trying the guard and try and speed this up here. Of course, this might trigger the other one to come in.
So this
If he's quick enough.
closes the gap for Redfox here. So he's just saved himself 20 to 30 seconds, but I think he's gonna have to wait for Silvio anyway. So I'm not sure there's going to be much of an advantage gained. Danny will have him already in the right position now. He has 2 tranks to use. Not even going to bother. Doesn't need to. And Danny is going to knock him out in this room down here, which I'm guessing means he's probably going to go for the cliff potentially as well. The chef is out there, as we can see, but he'll be very easy to dispatch.
Yeah. Redfox going for the green plumber first instead of isolating Silvio straight away. Of course, you do have access to the panel.
Yeah, which I think that might come back to bite him, to be honest, because I think, that's just going to add extra delay that Danny isn't going to have to worry about. I think I would prefer to be in Danny's position right now, personally.
And Redfox as well, questionably goes the longer way around as well. He goes on the outside instead of coming down these stairs that we see him going up for now.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which is only, I mean, potentially, only a couple of seconds, but that can definitely matter, especially when you're playing someone with the caliber of DaniButa. We can see on his instinct the chef has just left the cliff face as well. So he will be safe to do this. But he is going to take him upstairs anyway. This just feels like such a long drag. But here we can see this is where Danny has his major advantage come back now. He doesn't have to wait for Silvio to come back at all. So yeah, I think Danny definitely in the advantaged position here. People saying they thought he'd already shot the panel, but no, he didn't shoot it on his way past. He only just did it a second ago. So he's not too far behind, admittedly, but Danny, we can see, has just got that kill done. So all he has to do now is take out the virus. His sniper is on the stairs. And yeah, very, very good for Danny. I mean, he didn't. I think you can actually use the balcony at the top of the stairs, so he might have dragged a little bit further than strictly necessary. I don't know if that's true. That's just me taking a guess. I think you can anyway. But either way, I think this might even be too far to hit a photo finish window for Redfox yet. Has just got that kill down.
Yeah, of course the use of the Viper as well means there's no risk of running any NTK behind the virus after you snipe it. I could see a force photo finish from Redfox, and noticeably did have slightly longer loads than Danny did, but again, I don't think it's enough to.
No, I think if this is in a photo finish window, we're going to be talking the max 47 second, and this is assuming that Redfox. Oh, he only second shot the virus, so that was very nice from Redfox actually. I do think he will just about land in the photo finish window. The in-game times are only 7 seconds apart, but I think that's going to be too big a window to overcome. So we'll see what the information is. We'll get that from GK soon. I think this might even be is this our first photo finish of the tournament so far? I believe it potentially might be.
We had one between Observer and Mike, but that was waived by Mr. Mike.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Photo finish, DaniButa press done, 31 seconds before Redfox, which I do think is going to be too far to overcome.
I think we did see an initial load from Danny going to an immediate repan as well.
Yeah, so Danny has very quick loads anyway. Redfox,
yeah.
I mean, he also has pretty good. I mean, obviously both of these guys are on PC, so chances are you're not going to make up anywhere near that time anyway. To be perfectly honest, it's usually a console sort of thing that requires this level of gap to be solved, but we'll see what happens. Guessing, I'm very much hoping we might see Redfox just waive these photo finish rights potentially, but I don't know if he will. Yeah, I think Danny, like I said, like you said, he had that quick load in right at the very beginning, which was done under spin timer, I believe. So that will count towards his load time. So yeah, it's looking good for Danny here. I would say that much. And there's some confusion going on in the Discord chat. I think people are messing around a little bit here, but yeah, I don't know if there's some confusion over the choice of wavering this photo finish, but yeah, I mean, Punky meanwhile probably started doing the photo finish load times already. He's probably nearly done because there's very little to calculate. I think we only saw, well, Redfox I'm pretty sure said he first timed it, and yeah, we saw Danny only had those 2 right at the very beginning, and Redfox has just said, okay, I lose. So I'm going to assume that is his waiver. So we will be seeing Danny take the first 2 points on his map choice of Sapienza, which leaves us heading over to Redfox's choice, which will be Paris. But we're sticking with Hitman 1 levels. We do have a decider as well, but that is only revealed in the Discord as of now. If anyone wants to see that, feel free to go and check the RR9 Matchups channel. It will remain hidden for the time being on stream. But yeah, we have seen a wave of the photo finish rights, so we got there in the end. And yeah, Danny will be confirmed taking 2 points any second now. People still explaining what waiver means. It's a very long conversation that's happening right now. But there we go. Points handed out. Good stuff. And now we can move on to Paris, which I believe has a record from Yanini, which has been around since RR7, and it's a map that everyone knows well. So I would say it's definitely something that could be broken right now. You never know. I'm hoping we see some records broken. I don't think we've had any come close as of yet. The exception being Ambrose Island, of course, which has a mandatory record set this tournament. Which I don't actually know who still holds that. I don't know. I'm assuming we've had a faster time now since TK on the opening day.
I think I like Hitman beat it by 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure.
I've just checked. It's an 8:02, and I think it was an 8:08 before. So I think it's 6 seconds for I like Hitman now, which is good stuff. I'm sure that will keep rattling down as we get that spin come up more and more.
Yeah, I think it is a map that can be rattled down quite a lot. Some of the spins you can get on the map are very quick.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I've seen some
how far
practice
down.
spins done sort of sub 4, so I'm guessing we'll have a record somewhere around the sort of 3.5 minute mark on an ideal spin. Potentially even shorter than that. I mean, if you get like Metalworker, Akka, and like Pirate, Noel, you know, something like that could be a pretty quick spin.
Yeah, and we see the record on this map, 329 by Unini. Again, another typically quick map. Of course, like every other map, there are things on Paris that can make it go on for a bit of time. But again, the average spin will be around 4 minutes, I'd say. I feel like. So yeah, of course, typically the tech crew start and all that. And you have the Rampire Magician to make things more challenging on this map, really.
Yeah, it's a map that, like I said before, I think everyone just feels relatively comfortable on Paris. It's the map we've had access to the longest time. It was the opening map of 2016. A lot has sort of changed since then in terms of various strats. I mean, strats are constantly changing, and yeah, I mean the only thing really that's changed on Paris this time is we do have fire now as a legal kill, obviously with the addition of the Molotov, which I'm guessing both of these guys will definitely have access to. Danny, I'm sure, does, being a speedrunner and all that. In fact, I think he might have actually used it on a say-so race that I saw last night, thinking about it. Because there is some new crazy strats involving that Molotov. So, I mean, I'll tell you right now, I don't know what the spin is, but I'm already hoping for some fire. Because it's just fun. Well, it's not fun, actually. It's actually very easy. Maybe remote fire or something, so they have the chance of getting it wrong. You know, like a Helmut Kruger fire or something on Dahlia. Something along those lines. say it ain't so. Yeah, you guys are too funny, right? Yeah, the second spin is here, and boy, this could be a quick one. We have Viktor Novikov, Silent Shotgun as Tech Crew, Dalia Morales, Silenced SMG as the Stylist. Now, I think this could be quick.
Yeah, indeed.
You have to go and grab a shotgun from an agency pickup point, of course, but there are some that are still fairly close by. Danny getting loaded in very quick. Redfox is not going to be far behind him. Yeah, this could be really close. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to see similar strats from both of these guys, which will be to bring Dahlia downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't as easy actually, I believe, when you've got no pistol. It's still possible, but it's just not quite as convenient. Danny's showing us how to do that well, though. Crowbar and then the bust.
Daddy will force that investigation to happen though, so we'll see a restart.
Yeah.
This is the inconvenience to spin with the access to my pistol. Of course, you can shoot one bullet with SMG, but like, it is hard to do.
Difficult, yeah. Yeah, Crudy has an interesting thing there. You could shoot her from the helicopter if you wanted to.
Yeah, but what we saw from Redfox was nice. He knew that like the one shot would be hard. So immediately as soon as he shot, just flicked his aim down, so it went through the gap already. So like one shot actually connected with the scene, and the other one just went right through.
Yeah,
nice from Redfox there.
Yeah, and he's gonna have a pretty easy time here because Silent Shotgun will be, I'm guessing, at the bottom of the staircase at the entrance, which I think it is. His stream's a little bit fuzzy right now, but I can see the little green icon. So his shotgun's going to be close by to take down that kill, and I think just in time that he'll be able to knock out Dahlia as well. She does take her time coming downstairs. I'm just going to refresh Redfox's stream real quick, actually. It's getting a little bit fuzzy, just to see if that improves it at all. Might have actually made it worse, but we won't read into that. That's fine. Yeah, we just about saw that fuzzy kill on Victor, so that is the first kill we're going to see. And yeah, as I said, just in time for Dahlia to receive a punch in the head. Not unless he... in fact, I think he was thinking about going for a snipe, I think. But then he realised potentially that she would probably be on her way out by the time he could get back with the Stylist, although that would have been very impressive. I mean, he could still leave her body out here. He could probably find an angle to snipe that from still.
Yeah, just have to be careful with Sophus now, really. That's like the one issue I can see with just leaving her there.
Yeah, I think he...
is not far away disguise.
Yeah, well, there is a way, it is now known how to keep Sophus upstairs. As long as you let him get into position before you start bringing Dahlia down, he will stay up there indefinitely, so... well, at least that's... Oh, maybe not. Maybe Redfox didn't get that timing down. I know Throat made a video on this, where, yeah, apparently you need to make sure that Sophus is stood in his little spot outside the balcony, and, you know, he has to be stood facing into the auction room before that will actually work. So that might be what happened there. I mean...
Danny now really cut off.
Yeah, I think Danny... I think it's going to be too late now. Danny is miles ahead. I mean, he even has even done the SMG shots on the guard at the helipad. Definitely not needed because he could have just skirted around the outside, but he wants to save every single second. And it looks like he'll be taking Paris.
Judging by that in-game time, that initial rip possibly cost him the record there, you know? Like what?
Yeah, I mean, if he'd have done this first time around, it'd have looked very, very good, yeah. Because he loaded him very quick.
Yeah. But anyways, there's still flawless performance really from Danny.
Yeah, there was definitely a record on the cards there for one of these guys. Would have been the case, but yeah, the rip. Unfortunate for Redfox with Sophus there, because he definitely could have taken that still. But very, very nice indeed from Danny, and he is now confirmed our winner. He has taken all 4 points with a very almost flawless performance other than that rip. I don't really think anything even went wrong for him in Sapienza. Well, in fact, I think it was flawless because he only had one restart, and it was by choice. Yeah, to
Yeah.
replan. So
And the
flawless.
Paris was by choice as well.
Yeah,
You could
flawless
argue.
Sapienza, and yeah, you pretty much flawless on Paris as well. And yeah, I can see chat just saying yeah, animated avatars on the hit maps there, very cool, a nice addition. I quite like that. But yeah, very good performance from both players. In fact, Paris definitely could have been a very close game for sure. Redfox looks like he's actually going to carry on playing, so I'm just going to sit here and hover for just 2 seconds to see if he would have been able to pull off the snipe, because it actually looks pretty close. She is on her way down. Yeah, he definitely would have been able to make that timing, and he could have had a really nice in-game time, in fact. But yeah, we won't watch this out now. I'll move this over and let's have a quick look at what this leaves us on the brackets. So that was PC winners bracket round 2. Where are we? Yeah, it is working still. Yeah, so we can see Danny has advanced. He will now face Gordiniroy in the winners bracket round 3. And we have Redfox, who has dropped down into the lower bracket. He will be waiting for the winner of Currymaker and the loser of Purple versus Goulet, which will, I'm sure, happen in the next week or so. So he will be awaiting one of those opponents in the lower bracket round 2, which sums us up for the brackets. There's not been much action, I think, changed since the last cast. Other than the fixes, actually, I think Curry had advanced in the last stream due to a bug. But yeah, Danny versus Gordy will be our next sort of confirmed game. Let's have a quick look as well at our upcoming matches. There is still a few scheduled in. We have all the action coming in the next few days. Actually, we're done for today. We have Osh versus Mikolas tomorrow at 8 PM CEST, which is currently our only game for tomorrow. Unless you're American, in fact, because you will then be able to watch Sleaze versus Ike. That is at 3 AM CEST Tuesday, which will be Monday evening for the States. We have Omar versus In for Fun on Tuesday at 5 PM CEST. Fanium versus Jokerj, rematch of the finals from Roulette Rivals 8. That is at 7:30 CEST. We have, I'm going to say Togepi, I hope I'm not getting that name incorrect, versus Script. That is 9 PM Wednesday CEST. Then we have Mady versus Max Masters on Wednesday as well at 9 PM CEST. And lastly, our last current scheduled game, we have Matty versus Observer, which is at midnight CEST, sort of combining Wednesday and Thursday, just to be extra confusing. And that sums us up for this evening, Joker, unless you've got any additional comments you would like to make on that game.
No, it was just good to see Redfox back. Of course, we know what Redfox like as a player. You know, he's just known for doing this crazy shit that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't really. And if it does work, like we could maybe might have seen like Paris, it would have been grainy wins. But like Danny, not many people beat Danny. Let's be honest, this is such a hard game to get back into our against, and always the favourite really. So a hard task for Redfox today, but Danny's shown us why he's so highly rated.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I do wish Redfox had taken that, because it would have meant we were heading to Colorado, which would have been our decider map, which is a personal favourite of mine. I've got a special place for Colorado, even though a lot of people don't like it. But it is what it is. Exceptional performance from Danny, well deserved. Redfox, mightily close. He took Sapienza to a photo finish, and without that rip, I think we probably would have potentially had another photo finish on Paris as well. So, yeah, very good from both of these guys. Hard to say. I mean, Danny definitely deserved winner, but it doesn't feel like Redfox is a loser at all here. He was unbelievable on the day. Just Danny just being Danny, I think, was all that boiled down to. But thanks very much, everyone, for watching. Joker, thank you very much for joining me.
Anytime, I enjoyed my time here.
A special thanks as well to Punky. Before I forget, you have admin this game for us, so that is much appreciated. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, guys, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for Osh versus Mikolas.